Hello, everybody. This is Liz from Trellis Yarns, and I welcome you to this podcast. So, if it's your first time here, I am based in Greece, Athens, where I dye yarn for the brand Trellis. This is my brand, and I live with my boxer dog, Dekine, and I mostly talk about knitting, what I make, of my yarns, and sometimes of my travels in different festivals. But today we're going to be talking about books, and more especially urban knits. So this is a collection of design by Leeni Hoimela, and it's published by Cozy Publishing. So are you ready to go with me? If you're returning over here and you know me, welcome back. And very happy to discover this book with you guys. So I got this book in beginning of October in Lyon. There was a festival there. It's called the Knitted Festival, and it's one of my favorite ones. And I had the opportunity to buy some books. I had bought the contrasts designs by Meiju, and I got also this one. So I had seen this book maybe a year ago or a year and a half ago in the northern part of France, where a friend of mine, Charlotte, had it. And I knew that I wanted at some point to buy it. And of course, while I was ready to buy it in Lyon, there was also the Urban Knit Easy, which is the second book. So I was wondering, should I get, the first book or the second book? But I decided to get the first one because I knew there were some patterns that I liked. And in the second one also, but I didn't have the time to really, look through it because there was lots of people and I had to go back to my stand and vend. So yeah, I didn't have lots of time. So I decided to just grab the first one, and at some point I will get the second one. So Urban Knit by Leeni Hoimela. I have no idea if I pronounce it correctly. And it says that it's a modern Nordic patterns. So let's see. The pictures of this book is really nice, and I have to say I think that most of the patterns, when I look it through, I like them. So I'm very excited to look at them a bit closer with you. So I like that she says, a few words, but here it's more in bold. My smile says it all, and I really love smiling people. So yeah, I really like that. Anyways, let's start. Over here, there are all the patterns in the content section, and there are lots of patterns: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18. There's 20. And she has them divided by grays, browns, green and blues, and pastels colors. So let's see. In the beginning, there's about some techniques about the patterns and abbreviations. She also shows some special techniques like the long tail tubular caston, the Turkish caston, and she talks about also the tubular bind off as techniques. So the first section, she talks about grays. So the patterns are definitely more gray, I presume. And we start with a sweater, the Value sweater. From a first look, I would say it's a boxy sweater, really, nice and comfortable. I like this darker contrast color, but I guess that you could make it, just with the regular color that you have. She says, Value is a simple and super relaxed pattern with defined details. It celebrates Scandinavian designs and shines the limelight on luxurious yarns. A popping shoulder seam gives the pattern a modern edge while accentuating the shoulders and ensuring the neckline won't hang too loose. That's cool. I really like it. And I like it also that she's at the sea with it, you know. It seems really cozy. Okay, then the next pattern is a hat, and it is a hat that I wanted to make. I have no idea if this shape would be nice in my head, but I love the look of it. This is the Calio hat, which is ribbed, and I guess that this beautiful ribbed and crisp rib, it must be with knitted through the back loop to have, you know, more edgy twist. And yeah, I think that's it. So she says, I have found the color palette of my life. That's how every item I make works with my old ones. I don't need garments for one-time use, which is great. So this is a shawl, the next pattern at some point, but the next pattern is socks, and those socks are called C's. I would say that they're pretty basic socks, really cute. I think she makes them toe up, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see. Yes, those are toe up, and I really like these pictures as well. They're really cute picture. So since now we've seen a simple sweater, a hat, and socks, and I would like to knit all three of them. And you know, sometimes there are books that have the pictures and the pattern, the pictures and the pattern. So in this book, you have all the pictures and then all the patterns in the end. I also kind of like that. Then there's a picture with the different designs of the book. Here she's wearing a shawl. I really like this sea photography session with all the knits at the sea. Then we have a beautiful sweater, and I love it because it's simple, but the detail of the back of the neck. Look how cute that is. The Uhuru light. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that. And here in the front panel, you can see that the color rolls up a bit up. I usually don't like colors that are very tight, but I think this neckline doesn't seem super tight over here. So I guess that's okay. And I like the simpleness of it. And also there is the same, I'm gonna try to find a nice picture, like the same design in the back of the neck. You can find it also over the sleeve. So that's a really cute, simple pattern, but with different, you know, details. And I really like that. And it's made out of sock yarn. She used headshot sock yarn. Then there's a shawl, which is beautiful, the Sula shawl. I like it. I don't know, I think that lately, the last years, I really am not that as much a shawl knitter as I used to be. I love making sweaters and garments so much that my shawl game is definitely way behind. This is nice if you have, you know, two contrasting colors, or even you could make a fade or not, and I really like that. Two fingering yarns, and the result, bam, you have a huge gorgeous shawl. Like, I think nobody would say no to that. But yeah, other than that, I don't find it more special. The kind is here next to me. What's up, the kind? This morning we're at the vet. She's doing much better. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Let's sit. Okay. She wants to be hugged, so we'll hug her a bit. Look, the kind. Sorry, this is like, yeah, but the kind, you can't stay here, you know. I have to do the video. Can I do the video, please? and then we'll play. Huh? She's like looking at me and like, come on, mama. So then there's another sock pattern. Those are a bit more complicated than the others before. Tolo. Is it pronounced like that? I have no idea. Toeloe. I know that in the Scandinavian countries the E is pronounced E, so I have no idea. Maybe it's Toeloe, maybe it's Tolo. I have no idea. It's a really cute sock pattern. I know because I'm not very good at knitting details in small circumference. I wouldn't make them. Maybe in a later time I like them, but I'm not sure I could make them. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, then there's the hat that I like, the Shimo hat. Of course, I adore the previous hat that I showed you from the book, but I also like that one, and also Natalie by Night Creations. She gifted me some Aran weight yarn, if I remember correctly. They were Aran, yeah, kind of worsted Aran. And I'm gonna do this. She gave me 3 skeins, and with one of the skeins I'm doing this hat. I'm in the rib section, but it's a bulkier yarn knitted with smaller needles, so it feels very, you know, tight. But I'm sure like in the end you would feel the elasticity of the rib and it would be amazing. But because it feels a bit tight, I'm going a bit slower to that, and I haven't finished it. And now I'm also knitting for Christmas, so a Christmas present, so it's a bit, you know, been on the side. But I love it, the Shimo hat. And then with also the 2 other skeins by her, I'm doing something else. I haven't costed on it, but that's the idea that I have. But anyways, the next pattern is Luozzi, which is a really cute shawl. I love how it plays with the textures to create these big chevrons. I really find that interesting. Yeah, I find it very interesting. Then we go to the pastel sections of the book. So let's see what there's in the pastel sections. So there's this sweater, the Hoimela, that is made with also mohair. It's a simple sweater. I like the sleeves. I like the oversized fit of it. And it's very simple. Like beautiful, with a beautiful skirt, tone to tone. Then some other cabled socks, really cute. I like them, really beautiful. And I think those are, no, it's with the sock yarn, but it's a bit, it's a 365 meters, not the usual 400 or 425 meters per skein. So it's a bit a chunkier sock yarn. Then she has this beautiful cardigan. These are just pictures of the cardigan, but the pattern comes a bit later on. The description of the pattern, I mean. Some other socks that are more basic. I would easily see them in any color, like even a very variegated color. And this little motif would create something really interesting. The Listy socks, really like them. I like that her items are simple, but with a twist. And I find that very nice and comforting. So this is the sweater that I really like, because it's simple but interesting. The Laberinto. Yeah, I have to make it at some point. Like, I really like that. And because it's in a book, I'm sure that I'm gonna forget about this sweater, and then one day I will be, oh my god, I want this sweater. Yeah, I really like it. It has something very comforting about it. Maybe it's because it's knitted also with mohair. I don't know, but I really, really like it. So now we're into the section browns of the book. So there's the mystery. So the mystery is a cow made with two worstedy, bulkier yarns, and with the two other skeins that Natalie gave me, one gray and one speckled. I think I'm gonna do this brioche cow. So I'm very happy to have found, you know, when people are giving me a yarn, which is really rare, I love to find a project to, you know, to know what I'm gonna do with them. And so that's the cow. And I really like it. And I love brioche, so it's gonna be a breeze to make. Yeah. So the cardigan that was shown before is the silly cardigan. And this is also a very cute cardigan. I have talked in the contrast book with designs by Meiju that there's my like dream ever loved cardigan. I also like this one very much. It's really, really cute, and I love it. I like it. Yeah. I love cardigans, but I really hate purling, and most of cardigans need purling. So, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but I like that one, and this is, I think, a ribbed pattern. So maybe there's not so much purling. I would have to look at it, but I really like it, and it's really cute. Cute, yeah, really cute. Yeah, I need to make more cardigans. So I think I'll make, I also found a very old Nancy Marchant cardigan, which is brioche, and I love it too. So maybe I have to find this kind of cardigans, you know, that they're not just plain stockinette, but have a rib or a broken rib or something. And then there are some beautiful pictures in the book. And then there are also some socks. So do you remember the Labyrinthus sweater? This is the white socks, but because it has this, you know, form, it kind of reminds me of the Labyrinthus sweater. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. I really like them. I find them really beautiful, those socks. And also Leeni, this designer, has lots of sock patterns in her Ravelry, so just go and check it out. So this is a hat, the Melhati. I don't know how it's pronounced. And wait a minute, I'm gonna try and find another picture. Over here, a simple ribbed hat, really cute and fuzzy and warm. I love to play with different kinds of colors of the fingering or DK that I'm gonna knit with the mohair. I think that's more fun, but this is also very cute, you know, tone over tone, like the same tonals. And then she has a pattern for mitts. They're cute, they're nice, they're warm, they look warm at least. I do prefer open mittens because I'm not able to do anything with closed gloves. So yeah, but they're really cute. So there's another picture of the hat, and then there's a sweater, the casual sweater. I have to say I like it, but not sure. I have never done actually a sweater with the cable yoke, so I have no idea. But I think that if I do something like that, it would be more a pattern of Meiju, like cables for me. Just I love Meiju's work, so it's not that I don't like that one, but I think that I would gravitate more to that designer for cables. And then there's greens and blues. So another pattern for socks. So if you're a sock knitter, like definitely get this book because all the socks are beautiful and really, really nice. And these ones, I would make them because it's not like the whole sock has a, you know, a pattern, and I think it's really cute. Actually, I should make them. Yeah, I should definitely make them. I am saying that actually I should make them, It's just like, oh, I should write it down somewhere, like maybe on my Ravelry, but I never look my Ravelry queue for some reason. And also, when I put something on my Ravelry queue, for some reason, I'll never make it. Like, come on, Liz. Anyways, I have to finish some socks right now for my boyfriend for Christmas. So then maybe I can cast on those for me. Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of Christmas knitting and sweater knitting for the moment. But those are really cute. And there's a hat, a blue hat. Over here, the Hoimela. This picture doesn't show much. And it's that one. It actually looks like the first hat, the Calio hat, sorry. I'm trying, yeah, over here. But I think this one is a bit more chunky. Yeah, this one is a worsted weight. And then there's this really beautiful textured shawl, the Vida. I think this is very interesting, but I think it's the whole shawl like that. And I think that would be a bit boring for me to make. But it feels like very classy. Even also if you're not doing it in contrasting colors, that would be really interesting. Yeah. Or maybe a textured, like one of the two yarns is, you know, like a fingering and the other one is like a thicker, more hairy thing. Yeah. And then I think this is the last pattern, and it is a sock pattern, which also is very nice, very cute. So this is the Urban Knit book by Leeni Hoimela. I have to say that I like most of those patterns. Like, I think I like all the hat patterns. The sweaters, I like them. The cardigan, I like it. The socks, I like them, but I wouldn't make all of them. Maybe 2 of the 5 or 6 patterns. I think there, yeah, there were so much. I think there were lots of socks. Or that's the feeling like now that I have, you know, like flipping through the book. But yeah, so it's funny because the first book that I did like a review kind of thing, or like flip it through, I would say more with you, was Contrast by Designs by Meiju. And now it's Urban Knits Designs by Leeni Hoimela. So Meiju is Finnish. I'm not sure Leeni, she's from where, but she's Scandinavian too. So I have to say that looking back at those two designers, or maybe the Scandinavian, you know, design and vibe, I have to say that, you know, like even Meiju that has lots of gables, there's something timeless about those designs. Like they're simple, they're nice, they're workable. I don't know. Like, yeah, I like them. I like these designs that, you know, can kind of bit see them lasting through time. So I hope you like this flip through with me. I hope you liked some design as much as I like them. And see you next time. Don't forget, colors power, fiber is our weapon. Bye.